You don't need more preset. I know that's not what the ads tell you, or your favorite Instagram creator slash photographer is telling you either. But I also know that there's a pack of maybe 50 to 20 presets, about 20 to 30 pounds in your cart right now. But the problem you're trying to solve with those presets is actually not a preset problem. Here is what used to happen when I edited my photos. I would finish a shoot, open Lightroom and choose the first photo. Then I would look through Lightroom for a preset that felt close enough for the image to be almost done, but not quite. I'd spend roughly about 8 minutes on that photo after choosing the preset. Then I would move on to the next photo, different light, different subject position. The preset that worked on the first photo looks completely wrong on the second photo. Then I would start again. About an hour later, I would have edited about 15 photos, and going back through them this time, I'm wondering why some of them look like the photographer that sold me the presets as if he took the photo, and why some of them didn't look like he took them at all. It wasn't a preset problem because they worked for some photos but just not others. It was an intention problem, and the intention needed to be decided before I open Lightroom, let alone press the shutter of the camera. The reason preset packs sell so well no matter what price they are sold at is because they are promising to solve an editing problem. But if you take a closer look, you'll notice that that same preset doesn't work for every single photo you shot. It looks completely different because the photo was shot different to how the preset was made. But look at what they actually do. They apply the same color grade and the same adjustments across all the photos that you apply them to, regardless of how the photo was shot. On a well exposed photo with a similar white balance to what the preset was intended for, the photo will look great. On everything else, they look slightly off, or sometimes make your photos look even worse because it doesn't match the intention of the preset. But the preset isn't the issue. The issue is the file slash photo. A good preset on a badly shot photo will still take about 20 minutes, if not longer, because you're not only fighting the file, you're fighting the preset at the same time, which is not going to help because if you shot it better, the preset would do less work and it would have a better outcome. But you already have good presets to work on well shot photos. So if you shoot the photos better, the better the outcome of the preset will be. Whereas if you shoot a bad photo, the preset's just consistently fighting it and making your photos look worse and not how the preset is intended to look. The answer isn't more presets because they won't fix bad photos. The fix is shoot better photos and you'll have better outcomes with the preset. So how do I get consistent photos that should work with 99% of preset? Editing intention isn't something that you learn or develop when you look at the photos that you've shot. It's something that you develop before you even press the shutter of the photo in the photo shoot that you're doing. What is the mood of the shoot? Is it warm or cool, minimal and clean, processed and stylized? One decision before you even shoot a single photo. When you know this before you raise the camera, everything that follows supports it. White balance you set in camera, the exposure you choose, the color profile you select, all of it pointing to the same end result before you ever open Lightroom. When you do not know this, you arrive at the edit with over 200 photos with no sight of what they should look like. And that is why preset browsing takes you so long. You're not choosing a style, you are searching for that preset to determine what the photo should look like and not what you thought it should look like before you even press the shutter of your camera. Here is the practical version of this. Before your next shoot, answer this one question. What should this photo look like when someone looks at it? Not technically, not which settings, just the feeling. Warm and intimate, clean and simple, dramatic and high contrast. Answer one, and that is your editing intention. Now set your white balance in camera to support that decision. If the work should feel warm, then set a higher Kelvin rate on your white balance. If it should feel clean and neutral, set your white balance manually before you take every photo so they all look roughly the same. Choose a color profile that matches that direction. Neutral and flat, like a raw photo, will give you a consistent starting point to help make sure that your camera isn't trying to make your photo look stylized in one way like a JPEG might do, so that when it comes to editing it should be a lot easier because it's not too much in any direction. It should be like neutrally flat. Now all you need to do is shoot. When you open Lightroom next, apply one base preset to the entire shoot. Not because it's the right preset for the photos, but because your photos are consistent and anywhere that you start should all work the same now. You are now refining the photos, not searching for how the photo should look. It's just small adjustments from the constant foundation. That's all that editing is. Whereas the alternative would be saving photos that were terribly shot or just shot without intention, and it takes you hours and hours to save them. And that's if you end up with any good photos, because you can't save a really, really bad shot photo, because even the best can't do that. The edit should start before Lightroom though. One question before the shoot: what should this photo feel like? White balance set manually in camera, color profile set in camera for your intended direction of your style of photo that you're trying to shoot. Those three things that are done before you even raise the camera to shoot the photo makes editing almost feel complete, because you're not making any of those decisions when the photo's already been taken and open into Lightroom, which means you can use one base preset, making small adjustments, making your editing time down to minimal amount of hours instead of loads and loads of time wasted trying to fix photos that weren't shot with intention before you even press the shutter. Which means overall you don't need more presets, you just need more intention before you take your photos, so the editing comes naturally and shouldn't define what the photo looks like because you decided that before you took the photo. If you need any more help, there's a free 14-day email series down in the link below, which will give you 14 emails over 14 days that should help you learn at least one new thing in your photography that you might already know or might not already know, or just from a completely new perspective. It's completely free and completely up to you. I don't gain anything, but you might. So if it does make any benefit to you, then it's down below. And if you don't find email 1 that great, then you can unsubscribe straight away.